revenue collection and management systems. The committee was particularly interested in presentations on each county's revenue collection and management systems, focusing on system overview, integration with IFMIS, effectiveness in revenue collection, key strengths and challenges, operational costs, sustainability, and any planned future improvements. Mr. Speaker, sir, as you are aware, the Senate has been in the front line championing for devolution, and to that effect passed the report of the Mediation Committee on the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2024. On Thursday, 28th November 2024, to ensure financial stability and continued service delivery at the county level. However, during the county visit, the committee identified a critical bottleneck that threatens the success of devolution, namely the persisting challenge occasioned by the delays and inefficiencies in the budget approval processes at the Office of the Controller of Budget, despite the constitutional framework intended to streamline governance and financial management at the county level, as provided for in Article 228(4) and 5. In the statement, the committee should, number one, outline any strategies in the place to ensure automation and digitization of processes in the Office of the Controller of Budget to stem claims that reliance on manual systems not only hampers the fast processing of budget approvals, but also creates loopholes for corruption. Number two, investigate allegations that some officials within the Office of the Controller of Budget engage in gatekeeping practices, allegedly withholding approval of funds for counties unless illicit payments are made. And finally, Mr. Speaker, number three, to explain the reasons why county secretaries are required to manually deliver physical documents to the Office of the Controller of Budget in Nairobi.
Order, Senator Boni. Order.
Despite the presence of county representatives from the office, from the said office. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me proceed reading my next statement. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53.1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health regarding the management and operations of the Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital. In the statement, the committee should, one, inquire into and report on the circumstances surrounding the alleged reinstatement of Mr. Ahmed Number one, outline the academic and other requirements for appointments to the position of CEO of the hospital and state qualification of Mr. Mohammed Dagane. Number two, provide details of the hospital staff medical cover, including the entitlement for each cadre of staff, and explain the delay in payments that led to suspension of the staff medical cover by Jubilee Insurance. Number three, shed light on allegation of unlawful and unfair labor practices, disruption of essential healthcare services, and financial irregularities at the hospital. And number four, finally, Mr. Speaker, investigate reports of deterioration of health services at the hospital, disclosing any cases of unprofessional conduct by the hospital management. Mr. Speaker, on to my last statement. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53.1 to seek a statement for the Standing Committee of Finance and Budget regarding the pending bills owed by Nzoia County government from financial year 2021-2022 to date. In the statement, the committee should, number one, table a comprehensive report detailing the contractors and entities, including the names of the companies, their directors, contact details, and the services rendered by each company to the Nzoia County government for the financial year 2021-2022 to date. Number 2, provide a detailed breakdown of all outstanding payments owed by contractors and other entities by the Nzoia County government from the financial year 2021-2022 today. And finally, number 3, furnish the Senate with the budgetary allocation for pending bills from 2021-2022 to date, and provide a list of all requisitions for the payment of the pending bills along the evidence and certificates for each payment. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Fatuma Dulo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources regarding the claims of grabbing community land in Isiolo County. In the statement, the committee should provide an audit of all community land in Isiolo County, indicating the parcels that have been registered, surveyed, or currently undergoing survey. State reasons for the delay in the registration of community land in Isiolo County. 3, provide an audit of all transfers carried out in respect of the community land in Isiolo County from 2016 to date, stating whether respective communities granted consent for the transfers. 4, provide data for parcel of community land that have minerals, indicating the current status of the proprietorship of each of these parcels. Finally, provide details of the reported instances where parcels of community land have been grabbed by individuals and private entities, outlining steps being taken to revert ownership and possession of the parcel of land to the community and to hold the persons involved to account. Mr. Speaker, if you can allow me, I can proceed with the rest.
Yes, proceed. You have the
second
3
one,
statements.
Yes, sir.
Proceed.
I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on the status of roads in Isiolo County. The committee should state the total amount of money allocated by the county government of Isiolo for roads for each financial year since 2022 to the current date, and provide a detailed breakdown for each project. Provide detailed account of the road maintenance and works across the county, including current contracts awarded, payments made to various companies and their status. 3, provide a detailed breakdown of the total amount of pending bills for roads in Isiolo County. And finally, provide a list of roads that have undergone maintenance between 2022 to date. The final statement, Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek statement from the Standing Committee on Road, Transportation and Housing on the delay in the completion of the Horn of Africa project in Isiolo County. In the statement, the committee should explain why the Horn of Africa project has not been completed since its commencement in 2017, provide a detailed account of the status of completion of the project, including but not limited to what has been done, what is pending, and any alterations made. 3, outline the progress that has been made to compensate residents whose land was taken for the project, and what steps are being taken to ensure that the completion of the project is expedited and that there are no further delays. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Kathuri, Senator for Meru County. Yes, you may proceed to read. You have 2 statements? Yes, you may proceed to read both.
Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education regarding the mismanagement of the University of Nairobi. In the statement, the committee should, 1, investigate allegations that the University of Nairobi Council has taken over the role of the Council Chairman has taken over the role of the Vice Chancellor in the daily running of university affairs and is continuously engaged in unlawful practices, including misuse of university resources, irregular recruitment, and promotion of administrative staff, arbitrary transfer of staff and procedural placing of staff on compulsory leave, scrapping of lawful positions and creation of non-existent positions, and development of a human resource manual without involving the Public Service Commission, the University Senate, Minister of Education, the University's Academic Staff Union, UASU, and other stakeholders. Number 2, explain the circumstances under which Mr. Mbura Nouma, the acting Chief Operations Officer at the university, was recruited and subsequently promoted with the fake academic papers. Number 3, explain why the same Mr. Uma's contract as acting CEO was renewed despite the finding by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission that the employee and initially secured employment using fake academic papers, yet the position does not exist in the University of Nairobi Charter and the statutes, and the courts already declared it illegal. And number 4, provide reasons for the inordinate delay by the University Council to competitively recruit and substantively fill senior management positions in the university, including the positions of Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellors, Head of Finance, Head of Procurement, Head of University Health Services, Head of Security and Safety. The second statement, Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53(1) to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health regarding the transition of staff of the National Health Insurance Fund, NHIF, to the Social Health SHA. Mr. Speaker, sir, despite sanctioning provisions in the Social Health Insurance Act 2023 regarding the transition of NHIF staff to SHA, which is SHA, the Board of Social Health Authority has not yet advertised any positions for appointment or communicated the way forward to NHIF staff. I therefore request the committee to 1, provide reasons for the delayed transition of NHIF staff to SHA, stating whether a staff establishment and the terms and conditions of service SHA will advertise the recruitment of persons to positions within the authority. Our training safeguards put in place to ensure the NHIF staff are given priority as required by the Social Health Insurance Act 2023. And number 3, provide the details of the framework for optional retirement and the deployment of NHIF staff within the public service, stating whether information on the framework has been availed to NHIF staff to enable them to make informed decisions. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Fernande.
In October 2020, which directed the payment of salary arrears to the affected, stating the reasons for the continued non-compliance with the court's directive. Number 3, Mr. Speaker, provide justification for the unprocedural dismissal of senior research officers from KEMRI whose contracts were set to expire in 2025 and their replacement with casual workers. Number 4, Mr. Speaker, explain why many staff of Kenya Medical Research Institute who have worked under successive contracts for over 10 years without being absorbed into permanent positions, having had their contracts terminated without notice. And finally, Mr. Speaker, sir, provide a list of all staff members who was reinstated as per the court's order and explains the reasons for KEMRI's failure to comply with judicial directives, a failure that has persisted for several years. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Because my brother Cherargei has discussed the issue of KEMRI, Mr. Speaker, I would hope that the clerks to this House would most probably find benefit scheme. In the statement, Mr. Speaker should 1, explain the circumstances that led to the accumulation of approximately 2.5 billion shillings in unpaid pension dues owed to retired KEMRI employees under the defined benefit scheme, outlining remedial actions to be taken to address the situation. Mr. Speaker, number 2, I would like the committee to provide a timeline for the settlement of these unpaid pension dues. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to state measures put into place to ensure that the delay or a similar occurrence is not witnessed again in the near future. Mr. Speaker, my question number 2 is that I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53. 1, to seek a statement from the financial performance of the Nairobi Expressway, given that recently there has been conflicting information as to how the expressway has been doing. This is a key infrastructure project commissioned in 2022 under the PPP model. Mr. Speaker, the National Expressway is operated by the China Road and Bridge Corporation Company under a 27 concession agreement, which was envisioned before. I would urge the committee to assess the broader economic impact to Ongata Rongai and other places within the outlying areas of Nairobi City. Mr. Speaker, I also rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Health regarding the state of Nairobi funeral had raised a question to this matter, and that's why I was saying I wish that some of the committee clerks would actually combine some of our questions instead of them being spread all over. But I would like the committee to state the number of unclaimed bodies currently being held at the Nairobi Funeral Home, explaining the recent surge in the admission of identified bodies, the circumstances of admission of these bodies, as well as the reported vis-a-vis the identified causes of death. Number two, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to explain the delay in the legal process of allowing the disposal of 100 unclaimed bodies in the mortuary, indicating the status of the application made. I would want the committee to outline the steps taken by the county government of Nairobi to address the overcrowding at the Nairobi Funeral Home, which has been a permanent case. Number four, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to state measures put in place by the Ministry of Health to address overcrowding in mortuaries across our country and across Kenya, and to make sure that these mortuaries are functioning and well managed. Number five, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to explain how the government intends to address the underlying socioeconomic factors that contribute to the increasing number of the unclaimed bodies in the mortuary. Mr. Speaker, I rise again pursuant to Standing Order number 50. Statement from the Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries regarding the status of implementation of the Edible Crops Promotion Project by the Agriculture and Food Authority, AFA. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to provide details of the Crops Promotion Project by the AFA, including the project's justification, a breakdown of the 981 million budgetary requirement and allocation, as well as the counties participating in this project. Number two, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to report on the status of the implementation of the project, stating how and when seeds were procured, and explain to Kenyans the decision by government to procure Zambia and not to procure the seeds locally, particularly from Nzoia County. Number three, Mr. Speaker, I want the committee to provide details on the distribution of the sunflower seeds across the country, society-owned, explaining the initiatives which the government has set up to boost the local capacity to process the anticipated increase in sunflower seed production and consumption. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to explain how the government plans to monitor and evaluate the implementation of this project, indicating finance and budgets regarding the failure by the National Treasury to provide adequate supporting documentation for Kenya shillings 161 billion payments for external debt by the year 2020-21, 2021-2022, 2022-2023 financial years, as per the special audit report of the Auditor General on debt servicing for the 2021, 22 and 23 financial years. This report, Mr. Speaker, raises pertinent concerns over budgeted corruption, possibly plunder and wastage of public resources, which poses a significant threat to our nation's economic integrity, development and growth. Mr. Speaker, in that failed to provide adequate supporting documentation to the Auditor General for these payments to be made. Number two, I would want the committee to evaluate the prudence of government borrowing and sustainability of Kenya's public debt in light of the reported accountability gaps, as well as the government plans to borrow an additional 413 billion in the year 2024 and 2025 financial year. Mr. Speaker, number three, I would want the committee to provide a comprehensive account of Kenya's debt, how much money we've borrowed in the last 10 years, and if possible, have a distinction between the money borrowed locally and externally, indicating the projected repayment timelines as well as the measures put in place to mitigate any risks of default. Number five, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to outline the legal and policy reforms being implemented to ensure transparency, accountability in borrowing and debt repayments to restore public trust and safeguard our country's fiscal sustainability and fiscal growth. Mr. Speaker, I would also rise in pursuant Standing Order number 53-1, seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Education regarding the termination of Professor Stephen Kiama Gitai from his position as Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi last year. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to disclose the reason for the suspension and dismissal of Professor Kiama, including the justification from the premature termination of his permanent and pensionable terms of employment as a professor at my old university, University of Nairobi. Mr. Speaker, number two, I'd want the committee to table a comprehensive report of the investigations into his conduct, if any, including allegations of misconduct, if any, and insubordination, if any, and the disciplinary actions which were taken by the university or any other body. Number three, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to detail the status of the University of Nairobi's assets, particularly the properties and land, including any ongoing plans for their disposal and transfer of these properties to private individuals and developers. Number four, Mr. Speaker, I would want the committee to outline measures taken by the University Council to protect these assets I think I'm going to repeat myself. Thank you very much, sir, for giving me an opportunity to stretch your time. I appreciate it.
And residents of Laikipia County, which threatened to resort in eviction and displacement of local residents. Mr. Speaker, the situation has been particularly dire in the following areas: Kinamba area of Sosian Ward, Laikipia North, where the owners of Olmaiso and Sosian ranches have fenced off stock routes and traditionally belonging to the locals. Additionally, a burial site used by Kinamba residents since colonial times has been fenced, further exacerbating tensions. Mr. Speaker, in Moramati area of Umande Ward, Laikipia East, where ranchers, including Odinga and other investors, have land, blocking locals' access to critical amenities such as water. Further, there are claims that the management of Olpajata Conservancy has approached the locals of Riasho in Ramuria Division, Laikipia Central, with a relocation proposal, ostensibly to create a wildlife corridor. In the statement, the committee should, 1, clarify the terms of lease agreement for the ranches operating in the affected areas. 2, outline any measures in place to protect the residents of Riasho, Ramuria, from being disenfranchised from ownership of their lands. 3, provide details on the authority under which these ranches, and conservancies are acting, including whether their actions align with legal and procedural requirements. 4, explain what civic education efforts have been undertaken to inform and involve residents before taking action that could lead to eviction, displacement of residents. And 5, provide a status report on the progress made in issuing title deeds to Kenamba residents to enable them to secure their land ownership rights. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Alexander Mundigi.
Request for statement on the enduring of the Makutano Mwea Embu Chuka Meru Road. Mr. Speaker, I rise person to standing order housing regarding the enduring of the Makutano Mwea Embu Chuka Meru Road, classified as a Class B6, covering a distance of 169 kilometers. Mr. This road, which to emphasize the counties of Kirinyaga, Embu, Tharaka Nithi, and Meru, serves as a critical transport corridor for the movement of goods and services between Meru and Nairobi. Ending this road capacity through the high economic potential of these counties. In the statement, to date as a basis for assessing the need for its conversion to an orange way. 2. Present data on traffic accident reported during this road from the year 2023 to date, including the number of fatalities and injuries. 3. State to upgrade the road into an orange way and inform on the status of these plans and indicate the timeline for the commencement of the enduring. Dr. Alexander Mundigi, Senator for Embu County.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to request for a statement on the maintenance of the Mkunombe-Kibaon Road by the County Government of Lamu. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transport and Housing regarding the basis of the maintenance of the Mkunombe-Kibaon Road by the County Government of Lamu. In the statement, the committee should, 1, provide the breakdown of the Kenya shillings 7,920,886 spent by the county government of Lamu in the routine maintenance of the road in the 2023-2024 financial year, indicating the specific activities carried out and their respective costs. Number 2, explain the legal basis of the routine maintenance of the Mkunombe-Kibaoni Road by the county government of Lamu, despite the road being a section of the Gariseni-Lamu Road, which is a national trunk road that should be maintained by the Kenya National Highways Authority, KENHA. Number 3, clarify whether the county government and the KENHA signed a memorandum of understanding into bracket MOU or undertook consultation prior to the commencement of maintenance work on the road by the county government, and if so, provide the details of the same. And number 4, state whether the county government conducts audits or reviews of the maintenance work carried out on the road to evaluate adherence to established standards. Mr. Speaker, I have another statement that I rise to request on the maintenance of the Hindi Kibaoni Road. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transport and Housing regarding the routine maintenance of the Hindi Kibaoni Road in Lamu County. In the statement, the committee should provide a detailed breakdown on the Kenya shillings 9,424,292.40 allocated for the Hindi Kibaoni Road projects in the financial year 2023-2024 financial year, including breakdown of activities undertaken such as bush clearing along both sides of the road, grading services and associate costs. Number 2, a very supportive documentation including contracts, invoices and progress report to verify how funds were utilized on the Hindi Kibaoni Road. Number 3, provide details of the tendering process for the road project, including the name of the awarded contracts and the terms of contracts. Number 4, explain the need assessment criteria used by the county government of Lamu to inform the opening of the rehabilitation of the Hindi Kibaoni Road, clarifying whether any feasibility studies or cost benefits analysis were conducted before authorizing the expenditure, especially considering the road's dilapidated state. Number 5, state measures taken by the county government to ensure that expenditures on the road projects like the Hindi Kibaoni Road deliver value for money, noting the road's dilapidated state and the potential needs for the extensive rehabilitation. And number 6, state whether the county government of Lamu conducted any audit or review of the project to assess its cost efficiency and effectiveness. If so, avail the results for the public scrutiny. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator James Murango. Senator Eddie.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a statement, a request of statement on status of the construction of Migori County headquarters and other related public works. Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Roads, Transport and Housing regarding the status of the construction of Migori County headquarters and other related public works. In the statement, Mr. Speaker, the committee should provide the implementation status of the Migori County headquarters project, including adherence to approved construction requirements, costs, and timelines. Also, Mr. Speaker, in the statement, the committee should outline the total budgetary allocations for the project by financial years, detailing the amounts utilized since its commencement. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, in the statement, the committee should disclose how budgetary allocations for the projects were included in the county budget estimates and supplementary budgets, providing evidence of necessary approvals for these allocations. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, in the statement, the committee should identify the county department or agency responsible for implementing and supervising the construction works for the headquarters. And Mr. Speaker, also in the statement, the committee should furnish a list of contracted entities involved in the project, detailing their terms of reference, works completed, and agreed key performance indicators, KPIs. Additionally, provide information on actions taken in response to contractor non-compliance, if any. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, the committee should further submit monitoring and evaluation reports conducted by the relevant county department or agency, including the status of any recommendations made in these reports. And finally, Mr. Speaker, the committee should, in the statement, provide a roadmap for the completion and handover of the headquarters, specifying the expected timeline and outlining anticipated efficiency gains and potential budgetary savings upon its completion. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I further rise with a request for a statement on the budget allocation and utilization for the financial year 2023-2024 in Migori County. Mr. Speaker, sir, this I rise pursuant to Standing Order number 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget concerning the budget allocation and utilization for the financial year 2023-2024 in Migori County and the measures in place to ensure effective and lawful budgeting to promote service delivery. Implementation report for financial year 2023-2024 raised concerns about budgeting practices in Migori County, including suboptimal implementation outcomes. And Mr. Speaker, there is a critical need for transparency regarding several budgetary issues highlighted in the report, as well as for the introduction of measures to ensure sound budgeting practices. Mr. Speaker, this should include compliance with the Public Finance Management Act, CAP 412A, and other relevant legislation, particularly the fiscal responsibility principles to promote transparency in the use of county resources and prioritize funding for effective service delivery. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, in the statement, the committee should, number one, indicate whether the county executive confirm whether it utilizes both itemized budgeting and program-based budget framework for budgeting, and whether the county expenditure is done through the IFMI system in compliance with the Public Finance Management Act 2012 and its regulations thereafter. Mr. Speaker, further in the statement, the committee should provide a detailed breakdown of itemized budgetary allocations for the Department of Finance and Economic Planning and for the Department of Public Service Management, Monitoring and Evaluation, and clearly indicate utilization and absorption rates, as well as any in-year budget revisions, so insofar known as supplementary budgets approved by the County Assembly, especially for the financial year 2023-2024. Further, Mr. Speaker, in the statement, the committee should submit detailed justifications for the additional recurrent budget allocations for Kenya shillings 117.499 million, Department of Finance and Economic Planning, and Kenya shillings 72.506 million to the Department of Public Service Management, Monitoring and Evaluation, as reported in the Control of Budgets financial year 2023-2024 report. Additionally, Mr. Speaker, this must bring their total allocations to 9 effectively. That is for the two departments. Further, Mr. Speaker, the committee should provide detailed information on the outputs achieved or realized through the budget allocations to these two departments, particularly in light of the Control of Budgets report indicating over 99.9% exchequer and and absorption utilization for the financial year
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. It's quite curious the number of statements that have been brought by my colleagues, and yet it is a of sitting. Honorable Speaker, I just wanted to raise a concern. If you look at the majority of the statements that have been raised, they have been directed at the Committee on Roads and Transport. I have counted no less than 7 such statements, Honorable Speaker. At our last meeting, we had almost 30 or 50 statements that are still pending. And there's a conversation we had with the majority leader, at least during the SPC, on what needs to happen when we resume. It would be quite unfair, Honorable Speaker, for...
Order, Senator Keroche. Order. Proceed, Senator Nairobi.
It would be quite unfair because I know there is discussion about reconstituting the committees, and I personally have indicated that I would want to leave some of those committees. But I feel it is very unfair for the people or the members who will be joining those committees to be inundated with all these statements. I don't know how it is possible, Honorable Speaker. We wanted to request your office, at least for Roads Committee in the...
Honorable Senator for Nakuru. I'll give you the first question of the day. You proceed, I will rule you out of order. Proceed, Senator.
Yes, Honorable Speaker, I was saying that we need to deal with 2 issues. Number 1, I am happy that on the order paper today we have the KARA. We need to dispense with this so that we can release money to counties. Every time we raise questions about our roads in our counties, the governors are saying, oh, we have not received money. Then the second issue is on the dispute of the RMLF. Honorable Speaker, if there is anything we as a House can do to help unlock that stalemate that is existing between the National Assembly and the Council of Governors, I think we should avail ourselves to help to resolve that issue. Because the problems of roads here in Nairobi and across the counties, you can see all my colleagues from Isiolo to Lamu, it is now a national, an issue of national concern. And all leaders should now take up this matter to ensure that at least we resolve the problem of the roads in this country. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Senator Faki.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipa fursa hii kuchangia statement ambayo imeletwa bungeni na seneta maalum Seneta Hamida. Mheshimiwa Spika, kuhusiana na siku 16 za kupambana na gender based violence, yani vita dhidi ya gender ambayo yes, ambavyo ni siku 16 ambazo zinaadhimishwa kuanzia tarehe 25 mwezi uliopita mpaka tarehe 10 mwezi Disemba. Mheshimiwa Spika, kwa kusema kweli mwaka huu katika nchi yetu ya Kenya tumeona visa vimeongezeka vya ukatili dhidi ya wasichana, kina mama na watoto wadogo wa kike. Mheshimiwa Spika, polisi walipotoa tarakimu zao mwezi uliokwisha, ilikuwa karibu wanawake 100 walikuwa katika kifo ama kudhurika. Mheshimiwa Spika, tupambane na janga hili. Mheshimiwa Spika, statement ya pili ambayo niko nataka kuichangia ni taarifa ambayo imeombwa na naibu wa spika Senator wa gatuzi la Meru kuhusiana na mambo yalivyo katika University of Nairobi, ambao ni chuo ambacho mimi Mheshimiwa Spika pia niliwahi kupitia katika chuo hicho. Mheshimiwa Spika, ni jambo la kusikitisha kwamba vyuo vyetu sasa vinakuwa ni mahala ambapo uongozi haufanyiki ama uongozi umekuwa duni kiasi ambacho Mheshimiwa Spika migogoro na mizozano haiishi. Mheshimiwa Spika, ikumbukwe Jumatatu iliyopita, Jumatatu ya wiki hii, kulikuwa na maandamano ya wafanyikazi katika Kenyatta University Hospital ambapo ikasababisha kujiuzulu kutoka mamlakani kwa mwenyekiti wa kamati ama mwenyekiti ya jopo la hospitali ile, Profesa Mogenda akabidi ajiuzulu, na vile vile pia mkurugenzi ambaye msimamizi Dr. Adan pia akabidi ende nyumbani, Mheshimiwa Spika, kutokana na hali ambayo ilikuwa hairidhishi katika chuo kile. Mheshimiwa Spika, Mheshimiwa Spika, ile Kenyatta University Hospital, Mheshimiwa Spika, ni hospitali ambayo ni level 6, yani katika Kenya hospitali kama hizi ziko 3 peke yake, na haipendezi Mheshimiwa Spika kwamba taasisi kama ile ikumbwe na mgogoro wa uongozi, wakati hapa Kenya tuna viongozi wa kila aina. Tunaweza kuleta maprofesa wa kila aina, Mheshimiwa Spika. Kwa hiyo Mheshimiwa Spika, ni kuwa taasisi zetu zinaingia katika mikono ya uongozi ambao sio wasawa, Mheshimiwa Spika. Ndio sababu ya hii tuna hamuna mtu mwenye tajiriba ya kuongoza taasisi kama ile, hiyo itakuwa waharibia wa Kenya, vijana ambao wengi wanatamaa kwamba wakitoka katika university zile wataweza kutimiza ndoto zao za kufanya kazi.
Proceed.
Thank you for protecting me, Mr. Speaker. I thought what I said is a statement of fact about where that university is located. Mr. Speaker, there is yesterday the president said there's a bad spirit in the country of opposing everything. I think there is another bad spirit, Mr. Speaker, of everybody trying to do everybody's job but their own. Mr. Speaker, this statement alleges that the university's council chairperson has left his responsibilities as a chairperson of the council and is now busy executing the executive role that is a preserve of the Vice Chancellor. I do hope that the Education Committee can quickly find out what the facts are in the case, because I have had this conversation, Mr. Speaker, from very reliable sources, including people that I hold. And so on and so forth, Mr. Speaker. And sometimes I wonder what I'm supposed to do. Kenya is a multi-party democracy. I campaigned alongside the president. That has been brought before this house, and it agrees with the manifesto upon our party. But on education policy, you want to comment on the legislature, but you want to say absolutely such as this particular time. And there have been occasions, Mr. Speaker, where when the report of this house was tabled, this Senator Mungatana has come under a lot of criticism. And I remember him being dressed down at a particular function, I think somewhere in Kiambu, and being told, concentrate on your work as a legislator. Don't tell us how to manage church affairs. And I thought, okay, that's a fair request, because Senator Mungatana is least qualified to address the church on how to run their affairs. But doesn't the same party experts on every how to take a better job than President William Ruto? He wants to mount a presidential campaign. Like you can offer better solutions. It's a social media account, Mr. Speaker. But they are so loud. And have So congratulations, Senator Mtata. I look forward to listening to your manifesto and your ideas so that you tell us how you can move the country forward at the right time when the opportunity presents itself and Kenyans agree with you. We will grant you the opportunity and we'll say, do well, do better than those that were before you. But we cannot redefine democracy, Mr. Speaker, where at every twist and turn you want to reinvent democracy and ensure that at every that is being made, Speaker, something, you have to say something about it and say, no, I don't agree with this, I don't agree. That is not democracy. Democracy, Mr. So that we can establish what is ailing this institution before it is too late, Mr. Speaker.
Now, that brings us to the end of the comment session. I will call upon the Chair, Finance and Budget, to lay the paper. Okay, you may now proceed to give notice.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee cash disbursement schedule for financial year 24-25, laid on the table of December 2024, and that pursuant to Section 17(7) of the PFM Act and Standing Order 189.3, the Senate approves the county government's equitable share cash disbursements schedule upon enactment of
We will proceed to prosecute order number 14. Thereafter, we will resume the normal flow as contained in the order paper, and that particular order will be hybrid going forward until we conclude that order. Clerk, you may proceed to call order number 14.
Order number 14, Committee of the Whole. The Allocation of Revenue Bill, number 25 of 2024. Consideration of His Excellency the President's recommendations.
Let's bring people in. Yeah? You know you. That's what we're doing now. Yeah, but we have so many divisions. You see, we have many divisions, but what I want us to do
of 2024. The clauses were canvassed in the morning, and we are now moving to division. Sergeant at Arms, please ring the division bell for 10 minutes. Sergeant at Arms, please ring the bell for another 5 minutes. And close the doors, and draw the bar. Honorable, we are now going into division. On the consideration of the President's memoranda on the County Allocation Revenue Bill, Senate Bill number senators within the chambers will vote electronically, while senators online vote by voice. Can members withdraw their cards and log in afresh, please? Move unattended cards. And we are going for the first division.
Yeah, the first division.
Will be amended as proposed. You may vote. This I put on. Honorable Senators online, we will now have a vote by voice. Senator Mwaruma. Please turn on your video. Okay. Okay. That's. Huh? What?
You can be blind to that if what is the effect?
Please vote. Senator Mwaruma. I can't hear. Senator Mwaruma, please vote again. Vote yes. He has voted yes. Senator Mandago. Senator Mandago, are you on the line? Senator Mandago votes yes. I didn't see the video, though. Senator Wamatinga? Senator Mandago, please be putting on your video so that we see you. And Senator Wamatinga as well, please. Say that again. Somebody has muted. Your video, please, Senator Wamatinga. The host has disabled. Technical team, please. Please turn on your video, Senator Wamatinga, please. I have seen you. You can now vote.
Senator Wamatinga votes yes.
Thank you. Senator Mandago, can we see your video, please, for the record?
Madam Speaker.
Okay. Guys, sorry.
Disable my video, Madam Speaker, but you know, as usual, I'm properly dressed.
No, it must we must see.
Senator Mandago, we must see you. So please put on your video.
There I am.
Senator Mandago, I can see your picture. You are properly dressed. Please vote.
I vote yes.
I can. I've actually, somebody can come and see I've confirmed on the screen that is. Anybody else online? Any other senator online?
No, we are done.
Those are the senators online. Who is that?
Senator Siengo,
No. Senator Siengo, it is the, it's not you voting. Honorable members, I wish to announce the results of this division. The ayes have 34, the nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. We now move to the next division. I put the question that the second schedule be amended as proposed. Members, you may log in to vote. Please start the vote.
So you call upon the mover to... Yes, there will be no third reading. Yes.
Next vote?
So after this, now we'll go into reporting and everything ends at committee of the whole. There's no third reading. Yeah. So we'll get you.
Okay, we can move to the online, eh?
No, this division is not yet over.
Two senators have not voted. Okay. Senator Mofire, please approach the table. Senator Alan Chesang, please approach the table. Senator Khalware. Honorable members, allow me to repeat the results for the first division. There was one senator in chamber who had not voted. So the results are the ayes 35, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Now we move to the senators online. Senator Mandago. Order, senators. I'd like some silence so that we can hear. Senator Mandago, please vote. Senator.
I vote yes, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you. He has voted yes. Senator Wamatinga.
I vote yes, Madam Speaker.
I can't see you, Senator Wamatinga. Please put on your video.
I vote yes.
Thank you, Senator Wamatinga. Senator Mwaruma.
I vote yes, Madam Speaker.
Senator Mwaruma.
I vote yes, Madam Speaker.
I have seen you. Thank you. He has voted yes. No. I have seen Senator Mwaruma on this screen. So, any other senator online? Okay, you may now tally. Honorable Senators, I now wish to report, Senator Gerard K., please sit down. Senators, order please. Honorable Senators, order, please sit down. I now wish to report the results of the second division, and the results are as follows. The ayes 35, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it.
Honorable Senators, I now call on the...
Honorable Senators, I now call upon the mover to report. The mover may proceed.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of county allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024, and its approval thereof.
Honorable Senators, I will put the question, which is that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the county allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024, and its approval thereof, with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as are of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Honorable Senators, Mr. Speaker. We are now finishing the final vote, and then we go to the cash disbursement schedule.
Honorable members, you may now resume your seat. Sergeant at Arms, you may now draw the bar and open the door. Honorable members, I call upon the chairperson to report on the consideration of the President's memoranda on the county allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the county allocation of revenue bills, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024, and approval thereof with amendments.
Mover.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee on the said report. Oh, Mr. Speaker, my apologies. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee on the said report, and I request Senator Wambua to second.
Senator Wambua.
Mr. Speaker, I do second.
Honorable members, I will now propose the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report, and I will put the question, which is that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Now, honorable senators, having the county allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024 considered, and in light of the presidential's memoranda, there will be no third reading, and the bill will therefore be referred to the National Assembly for consideration.
Order, honorable members. Order, I want to direct that we now make reference to supplementary order paper number 2. Supplementary order paper number 2 has already been shared. It's in your iPads. It's also on our WhatsApp group for purposes of progress of the order of the day. You will look at supplementary order paper number 2. And I direct the clerk to call the next order.
Order number 11, motion, report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for financial year 2024-2025.
I call upon the chairperson, Standing Committee on Finance and Budget, Senator Ali Roba.
Mr. Speaker, I move a motion that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025 laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 4th December 2024, and that pursuant to Section 17 of the Public Finance Management Act, Standing Order number 189, the Senate 189.3, the Senate approves the county government equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025 to take effect upon enactment of County Allocation of Revenue Bill, Senate Bill number 25 of 2024. Mr. Speaker, the disbursement schedule is a document that is intended for purpose of predictable cash flow to our county governments, and considering that the county governments have operated on reprieve that was given by Regulation 134 of Public Finance Management Regulations, and which is going to expire by end of December. The disbursement schedule has been planned from July 1st. And as such, you find the observations that maybe I can share with the Senate is that there is no accuracy in the disbursement because of that challenge that we've had of operating on vote on account. However, subsequently, the National Treasury has managed to share the cash disbursement schedule, which indicates the predictable cash flow to county governments based on the proposed allocations in the CARA, as well as also the division of revenue. The committee considered the cash disbursement schedule on the 4th of December 2024 and noted that it indicates that the amount each county is expected to receive on the 15th of every month, as indicated in the schedule in the document we've shared and the report that is online. However, the only maybe issue I would like to share with the House is that the National Treasury has not been extremely accurate in conforming to the requirements of the cash disbursement schedule of releasing
Honorable members, order please.
Every 15th of each month.
If you're consulting,
as planned.
please do it in low tones to allow the honorable member to be heard in silence.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, despite the fact that these requirements are put in place, the National Treasury has not been able to conform and make sure they adhere to cash disbursement 15th of every month as required to enable the county government's function. Mr. Speaker, sir, since this is a document that is going to necessitate, facilitate the flow of cash in predictable manner to our county government, we encourage the National Treasury to make sure that they comply with the schedule that is shared with this House by themselves, and if approved, and I request the Senate to also approve the cash disbursement schedule to accompany KARA for facilitation of cash flow to our county government. And I would like to request Senator Eddie Gishoro Okech of Migori County to second. Thank you.
Senator Eddie.
Chair, this is a routine report, and therefore I second and also urge that we don't debate, we just vote for it, so that we can be able to get all the. I request is an English word which means it's a wishful thinking, if possible. Chair, go to school. I second.
Order, honorable members. Honorable members, I now propose the question that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 4th of December 2024, and that pursuant to Section 17, subsection 7 of the Public Finance Management Act and Standing Order 189.3, the Senate approves the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025 to take effect upon enactment of the county allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024. Now, honorable members, having read the mood of the House and the wish of the members, I now put the question that the Senate adopts the report of the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget on the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025, laid on the table of the Senate on Wednesday, 4th of December 2024, and that pursuant to Section 17, subsection 7 of the Public Finance Management Act and Standing Order 189.3, the Senate approves the county government's equitable share cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2024-2025 to take effect upon enactment of the county allocation of revenue bill, Senate Bills number 25 of 2024. Honorable Senators, will as many as have that. Sorry. Yes. Now, members, this being a matter concerning counties, I will ask honorable members, this will be an electronic vote, and you will proceed to vote upon the Secretariat being ready. Sergeant at Arms, as we set up the voting system, Sergeant at Arms, please ring the bell for 3 minutes. Sergeant at Arms, please ring the bell for 3 minutes. Please continue ringing that bell for another 3 minutes. Senator Mungatana. Senator Mofaya, you are normally a victim of this. I tend to assume that it's most likely you. Honorable members, let's keep our phones in silent. While we're in the chamber, this directive was previously issued by the chair. Let us keep our phones in silence. Order, Senator Cherargei. Order. Order, Senator Cherargei. Now, honorable members, the system is ready for us to conduct the vote. I direct the Sergeant at Arms draw the bar and close the door. Senator Joyce, take your seat. Order, please. Take your seat. Now, honorable members, this is an electronic vote, and you may now proceed to. Honorable members, there are senators who've just been walking in and out. I direct the Sergeant at Arms to release the cards from unattended delegates unit. Members, you may now log back in and get ready to vote. For those who need assistance, either vote yes, no, or abstention. You can now vote. Honorable members, we have Senator Chute, Senator Wamatinga, and Senator Maruma online. We need to allow them also to cast their vote. Senator Wahome Wamatinga, I need to see you.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
I need to see you, Senator Wamatinga.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Thank you, Senator Wamatinga. Senator Maruma, please vote.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Chute. The Honorable Senator Chute. Senator Chute, could you please have your camera on? Senator Chute. We seem not to be able to communicate with Senator Chute. Senator Chute, can you hear us? You can pass that plaque. Senator Mofaya, approach the dispatch, as well as Senator Madzayo, the minority leader. Please approach the dispatch. Sit down, please. Honorable members, you may resume your seats. Order, honorable members. This is the results of the voting. Ayes 35, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. Sergeant at Arms, you may open the doors and withdraw the bar to allow the honorable members who are out to just enter the chamber. Honorable members, please do not leave the chamber. We still have got business to transact. We still need you to vote. And we are opening the door to allow members to come in. Please let us not leave. Honorable members, for purposes of this, you may need to be notified that we've got in the order paper business to transact from order paper number 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23 to the committee of the whole. Please do not leave the chamber. We still need you to close on this. Clerk, please call order number 12. Call order number 12. Let me rearrange the order paper so that as members come in, we call the other order, number 8, 9, 10. Clerk, please call out those orders, which are bills for or on first reading. Clerk, please call the order.
Order number 8, first reading. The Community Health Promoters Bill 2022, a bill for an act of parliament to regulate the practice of community health promoters, to make provision for the training and registration of community health promoters, to establish the Community Health Promoters Council, and for connected purposes.
Next order.
Order number 9, the Kenya Health Products and Technologies Regulatory Authority, National Assembly Bill number 54 of 2022, a bill for an act of parliament to establish a comprehensive legal framework for the regulation of health products and technologies, to safeguard public health through development of a regulatory system to ensure safety, quality, efficacy, effectiveness, and performance of health products, to establish the Kenya Health Products and Technologies Regulatory Authority, and for connected purposes.
Next order.
The Technopolis Bill, National Assembly Bill number 6 of 2024, a bill for an act of parliament to establish the Technopolis Development Authority to provide a framework for the establishment, development, and management of Technopolis and for connected purposes.
Clerk, you may now call order number 12.
Order number 12, the Public Fundraising Appeals Bill, Senate Bills number 36 of 2024, second reading.
Honorable members, this is the Public Fundraising Appeals Bill, Senate Bills number 36 of 2024. This debate was interrupted on Thursday, 28th of November, 2024, and this is a resumption of that particular debate. Division. Sergeant at Arms for call order number 13, clerk.
Order number 13, the County Assembly Services Amendment Bill, Senate Bills number 34 of 2023, second reading division.
Next order number 14.
Order number 14, the County Assembly's Pension Scheme Bill, Senate Bills number 14 of 2024, second reading division.
Honorable members, order number 13 and 14 are also resumption of debate that was interrupted on 28th of November 2024, division. Sergeant at Arms, please ring the quorum bell for 5 minutes. Sergeant at Arms, please continue ringing for another 5 minutes. Sergeant at Arms, you may now close the door and draw the bar. Senator Cherargei and the Deputy Speaker, please have your phones off. Have your phones off. Okay. I also want to ask the senators who are online to remain online for purposes of this business that we are going to immediately transact. And honorable members, order please. Senator Tabitha, take your seat. Senator Fuller, please take your seat. Honorable members, after consultations, order number 12, that is the public fundraising appeals bill, is hereby deferred, and we shall therefore proceed to vote on order number 13, the County Assembly Service Amendment Bill, and order number 14, the County Assembly's Pension Scheme Bill, Senate Bills number 14 of 2024. So, honorable members, you may now for now, honorable members, we are voting on order number 13 and 14. That is how it will be, Senator. Members, we are now just about to be ready to vote. Sergeant at Arms, please withdraw all the unattended cards from the delegate units. Honorable Senators, you can now log in. You can now log back into your units. Ready to vote? Ready to vote? Yes. We are now ready to vote. May you proceed to cast your vote. Senator Mundigi, please approach the table. Senator Mundigi, please approach the chair. We now want to facilitate the senators who are online to vote. Senator Wamatinga and Senator Eddie Okech. Senator Wamatinga, as well as Senator Kajwang'. Senator Wamatinga, please proceed to vote.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Thank you very much. Senator who? Okech. Senator Eddie Okech.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I vote yes.
Thank you, Senator Okech. We have got also Senator Maruma. Senator Kajwang', meanwhile. Senator Kajwang', please proceed to vote. Senator Kajwang'.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Thank you, Senator Kajwang'. We now have Senator Maruma.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Thank you. And I think finally we have Senator Chute. Senator Chute. Senator Chute, can you hear us from your end? Senator Chute? We can see you, but we can't hear you.
Honorable Speaker.
Please vote. Senator Chute, cast your vote.
Well done, Captain. Thank you.
Senator Chute, can you hear the chair? Let's pass Senator Chute. Senator Chute, you are trying to speak. Do the next process. Let's proceed to vote. Please mute Senator Chute so that we can progress. can now start. Senator Mondigi, chair to be assisted to vote. Have Maruma, please proceed to cast your vote.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Thank you, Senator Maruma. We have Senator Omatinga. We have Senator Omatinga. Proceed to cast your vote.
Mr.
We have your vote. H.
Vote yes.
That
Yes. Listen at the chair. Hear me?